Joe Rogan pissed off conservatives by saying he likes RFK Jr. Now, no one actually gets their political advice from Joe Rogan. We get our nutrition and extremely autistic facts about coyotes and gorillas from Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan said in a podcast that RFK, as a president, makes the most sense.
Why is he training with government drones? What do the birds mean, Mason?
Trump said Joe Rogan would get booed at UFC because of this endorsement. Joe Rogan getting booed at UFC is like Biden getting booed at a senior citizen home. He won't. It's his home. It's where he belongs. The clip of Joe Rogan saying he likes RFK Jr. pissed off right-wing anonymous Twitter accounts, even though it was an endorsement, and Joe clarified that. Cat turd 2. When political discussions start involving people with names like that, you know we're cooked as a country. Super right-wing Twitter accounts are annoying. They aren't fully representative, but they take up much of the voice. And they've taken a break from applauding the Olympics whenever a white person wins an event, which is just swimming, and begun attacking Joe Rogan. You know these kinds of people. The people who are mad about the Olympic boxer, where he said it was infuriating. Since when does anyone care about women's Olympic boxing? Jake Paul's fights are more entertaining, and that's more fake than a crowd at a Kamala rally. I know those images might actually not be fake, but the joke is funny. F off. I know there's a whole biology thing here with the female boxer, and I'm not going to debate chromosomes, mainly because I probably have an extra one and I don't understand it. Catturd spent the whole day having a meltdown about Joe saying he liked RFK, even running a poll where he made fun of Joe's podcast. Do you know how far I had to scroll down for that post? It was like 60 tweets, all in one day. No wonder he pays for Twitter. It's basically his rent. But people then showed his old tweets prior to this, and even back in 2022, he asked Joe to be on his podcast. Catturd's tone changed quicker than Kamala's tone at an event in the South.
And we're going to do it again in 2024, 24.
But right-wing Twitter isn't the only group attacking Rogan. MSNBC just got caught manipulating Rogan, talking to say he endorsed Kamala Harris as president. This is the first time Joe Rogan's podcast was edited to say something nice about black people. You remember the montage. That's a joke. I'm a Rogan fan, and he even joked about it in his special. They edited a clip where Joe was talking about Tulsi Gabbard and used it saying he was talking about Kamala.
She's going to win.
No, she's not.
She can win. She is a strong woman. She is a person who served overseas twice. She in a medical unit. She was a congresswoman for 8 years.
Yeah.
She is a person of color. She's everything you want.
Kamala was never in the military.
Why would we lie about her military service? That's what her vice president pick does. It's hilarious that an outlet that says Joe Rogan spreads misinformation is now spreading misinformation about Joe Rogan. Journalists are not your friends. The clip was actually from an episode with Michael Malice that I actually watched. And they were talking about how Tulsi Gabbard would actually be a great presidential pick, but the machine of the Democratic Party actually doesn't like her, especially MSNBC, who really only likes what the Democrat Party tells them to like. And when they decided to talk about Kamala, Michael Malice said this about her.
Second debate comes out, Tulsi, being a good Hawaiian, knows how to roast the pig. This completely...
He's good. The man's f***ing good.
The lawsuit is rumored to be $30 million, or what he paid in taxes for his podcast deal.
The IRS is also not your friend. Unless they're watching this, they're very good people.
Democrats don't like Joe for some reason. Even MSNBC said his comedy is a mouthpiece for his fans' interests. Isn't that what having fans is? MSNBC, I know you don't know what fans are because your views have disappeared like Biden for the past 2 weeks, but usually if you have fans, it means you share the same interests as them. That's why people listen to you. I'm literally having to teach journalists how to have supporters. We're cooked. You would know this if you had friends.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The Semi-Daily Night Show with Gary TV, your host, Gary.
Tonight's ceremonial first pitch. And please welcome the President of the United States.
We did it, Joe.
just making sure you're paying attention.
California ended homelessness the same way I ended my nicotine addiction. I just switched brands. Gavin Newsom, the winery-owning, fake tan using, and unfaithful fornicating governor of California, has issued an executive order to remove homeless camps. And if you live in California, you've probably seen more tents and dirty drug addicts in the parks by your house since the last time you've been to Coachella. Now this is a step in the right direction, and you're probably asking, cool, well what's next? A photo op. Yes, Gavin Newsom probably paid an intern to get him some gloves and began cleaning up a random freeway underpass in LA where he isn't from. Maybe start with like a park, not an area literally no one will ever go to. That would probably be more useful.
This is not about criminalization. What's criminal is neglecting people that are struggling and suffering and dying on our watch. That's criminal.
That's criminal?
Maybe allocating billions of dollars, let's just say 20 billion, and not being able to report anything on improvement, like not anything meaningful. The agencies that were given $20 billion by the California governor to clean up the homeless problem literally said they don't have enough data to even report any progress on. That's criminal. Or shutting down all of California in 2020, but conveniently keeping a restaurant open that you so happen to own. The $20 billion disappeared quicker than Epstein's client list, or all the photos of his wife that he cheated on. He says, I want to see results. So have we, for your entire time as governor. But instead, all I've seen is a homeless man digging my dumpster outside my apartment that I had to kick out with a baseball bat yesterday. Now, people are pushing back on the governor's plan, as homeless advocates are pushing for homelessness housing.
Regional housing bond, which will build thousands, tens of thousands of affordable housing units, which is the real solution.
The solution Gavin has proposed is to remove all of their tents and offer them bus tickets. Places like Idaho are going to be pissed when more Californians arrive now. Moving my pile of clean laundry off the bed onto a pile on the floor didn't fix the problem. It just causes a problem for later, as in my girlfriend's going to be pissed when she sees that. And that's exactly what Gavin Newsom's doing here. He just moved the problem for later.
Organizations promising to start legally fighting the governor's order next month, while also advocating for more affordable housing.
We're supporting the regional housing bond.
Wait a minute. Is that?
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
You could be arrested for social media posts. The UK is arresting people over their social media posts. I expected that from the French. I mean, a French athlete proposed to her boyfriend at the Olympics, and he was happy about it. But the British? Come on. Riots have broken out over the event that unfolded in the UK, where a 17-year-old ran with scissors against 3 children at a Taylor Swift dance class, to put it disrespectfully lightly. You have people who are said to be on the far right protesting against their government's laxed immigration policies, which has caused Middle Eastern populations and white populations of the country to fight one another. I don't understand British politics. One of my best friends is British though, and he beat me in golf last week. So now I just send him screenshots of his homeland burning to piss him off, instead of asking for his opinion on this, because no one needs a British man's opinion. But these events have inspired UK's police force to enact authoritarian policies. Ireland is going through something similar, and people are upset citizens in Ireland are protesting. Come here. If you're upset about Ireland protesting, you may want to Google their history. This is mild for them. The UK police commissioner threatened to even extradite and jail US citizens over online posts.
We will throw the full force of the law at people. And whether you're in this country committing crimes on the streets or committing crimes from further afield online, we will come after you. Being a keyboard warrior does not make you safe from the law.
And being a cop doesn't make you safe from looking like your wife goes out with her boyfriend every Friday night. England clearly likes to forget things. I can't blame them. When you're dumb enough to put beans on toast, you're probably dumb enough to forget history. We celebrate the day we left your chronically overcast country full of people who all talk like their mom drank brandy when they were in the womb. And it's our best holiday. So if the country that's fans of third world baseball is warning against foreigners talking about what is going on here, I have some advice to the English citizens. What you need to do is get a Faraday bag to cover the geo-tracking location of your phone. Then you need to and then spread out your purchases through multiple hardware supply stores. If you can get arrested for what you post on social media, I'll be on trial more than Trump. Could you imagine sitting on trial and a judge asking what you're being arrested for, and you gotta say I used AI to make Biden say something racist? And if the judge doesn't laugh, you're probably going to jail. The cops of the UK, which look really funny, how is anyone scared of that Mary Poppins looking ass, have arrested over 600 individuals. And now the cops of the UK are even expressing the need for more facial recognition technology. But what needs to be recognized is the need for a nationalized dentist industry. Immigration has been a hot topic in the UK, but what should be a hot topic is the way you vitamin D deficient chavs dress. A tracksuit? Are you Jog DMC? A Russian hitman? Now the starting event of all this doesn't make too much sense either. The 17-year-old who did it was actually born in Wales. Like I said, England doesn't have critical thinking nor taste buds. UK politics are a bit different than ours, but there are some similarities. I'm not here to tell you which side is right. I'll leave that to Hassan Piker and Piers Morgan, because I actually don't care what happens there. Any nation who chooses tea over coffee deserves to fall.